Hey, it's the Local Spotlight Show here at WJBM Studios in Jerseyville, Illinois, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Chris Lorton. I'm your host again today. And today, my guest, gosh dang it, we go back way back. Johnny Goetten. Welcome, Johnny, into the studio.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah.
It's great to be here.
Yeah,
This ought to get pretty good. I don't know. It'll be entertaining, if anything, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
For us, maybe.
Yeah, for us. That's good. Yeah. I mean, how old are you now?
I just turned 51. And,
oh my gosh!
So I know it.
51.
I know.
I just remember back you worked at the hotel restaurant bar for me, and
that's been over 30 years probably.
I know. 30 years ago.
Doesn't even
you were my
register.
You were my right hand man.
There for a while. Yeah.
You'd work in the summer. It was like, oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. A lot of hard work back then too. Nothing's really changed with that business, I guess.
No, it's always hard.
Always this thing.
Yeah. And, you worked there for me. Matt worked for me. Ben was there. I think, I don't know where Ben was.
he
was on the payroll. He was the payroll. I don't know exactly. I think he was busting tails.
Maybe.
Nate was the only one I never had on.
No, I don't think so. Nate was, Nate, right? He graduated high school and, he went out to Oregon, went to school out in Oregon, went to Oregon State. Yeah. He was a Beaver. And,
you didn't really see him around much.
He really, as a young guy, just really wasn't. He wasn't around. He went out to Oregon State and when he graduated, got a job with the state of Illinois, and he was in Charleston for a long time. He hasn't been in this area much, until recently. He works at the park now. So.
But he's been working at the park for a few years.
I think he's been there a few years now. You know how time escapes us. We're gonna try to piece some of this stuff together today, but our timelines are probably not good.
They might be off. Don't hold us accountable.
Right, exactly. So don't hold us accountable on dates and times. So
but you graduated from high school from Carrollton. And then you went to college where?
Yep. I went to Eastern Illinois. And you went to?
I went to Eastern as well.
I graduated high school in 1992 and went to Carrollton High School. That means I grew up in Carrollton, Illinois in the 80s,
Great town to grow up in.
A great place to be, I guess, yeah. And
now, were you a basketball player too?
I was. I was never really that great. I tell you, because
Matt was pretty
Matt
good.
Was really good.
And Ben was really good.
Matt was really good, and Ben was obviously outstanding. And one thing about basketball that I loved is, Nate. Nate's 2 years, years younger than I am, and he graduated in 94, I think. And I always remember, Nate, he was always better than I was. So I think the coach half the time just put me out on the floor, but I was always out there with Nater, Nate never did shoot the ball. He just ran around like a squirrel and dribbled around everybody. So, but no, I played. I played football 4 years in high school.
What'd you play? Running back or something?
I kind of played everywhere, really. Okay. I remember my senior year, I was set to be the varsity quarterback.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. And that didn't turn out real good for the Carrollton Hawks. I remember our first game, I can't recall where we were at, but Greg Pullman was coach, and obviously as an adult, very good friend of mine still. And I remember we took the field. I did double sessions as varsity quarterback, get to our first game. We go out. I throw an interception in the first series of the game. And Greg pulls me over to the side and he goes, you are the worst quarterback I have ever seen in my entire life. And I was like, well, luckily I know the playbook. You could put me anywhere. So, no, I played one series of downs as varsity.
One series?
Yeah, that's it.
And he
I was
canned you?
done. He canned me after one series. So I went from handing it off to actually carrying it. So my senior year football, I was running back pretty much the entire season. So, and my basketball prowess was not that great, but I didn't really start varsity until I was a senior in basketball, but ran track. And I ran track after basketball season.
So you're pretty fast.
Well, I don't know about that. I did a lot of, I did some distance running a little bit, but my main thing for track was pole vault. I started pole vaulting whenever I was young, like 6th grade.
I did too.
And
pole vaulting's fun.
It is fun. Very dangerous.
Yes.
Probably not. I'm pretty sure it's probably a little less dangerous now doing it, but with probably safety protocols that they have going on. But pole vaulted pretty much my whole high school career. Was lucky enough to go. I went to the state finals one year.
Wow!
As a senior,
So what's the highest you ever went?
I know you.
15,
I knew you were gonna
15 feet.
Oh no!
That's pretty tall. 15 feet.
That's up there. Oh, I think probably
12.
They're 12'6", probably roughly in that area, I would guess, which was way good enough for me.
Yeah.
Obviously not good enough to compete statewide. There's a lot of good vaulters out there, but never played baseball in my life. I was always scared of the ball. I just, and it was the craziest thing, but I've never actually been on the baseball field. So, never played any organized.
How did you get in the, you've been in the bar business, bar business for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. And of course I was in the restaurant bar business. What attracted you to the restaurant bar business?
Oh, well, I really don't know. When at Eastern, I got a job at Marty's on campus.
Oh yeah.
And it was part-time job, but basically worked at night. And then coming home and you more introduced me to more of obviously the scene was different. And, at Marty's, they did have food there, burgers and such, and pizzas and things like that. Yeah. So I tell you what, when I'd come home and help you for the summers and you had the hotel, it was, the kitchen kind of just intrigued me really, and I remember, that was kind of my first experience with
did I have you in the kitchen at all?
No, not really.
Think so.
No. And, but you had chef on hand and there was, had a good crew of guys in there.
Yeah.
And man, they were cranking out some good stuff. And at the time it was there, there was, you're doing food that you just really couldn't get around, and it kind of intrigued me, I guess. And
the fun thing about that place at that time, in that era, okay, we had basically about 7,000 square feet of nightclub, bar, and game room.
Yes.
And sometimes that place would be packed.
Yes,
I mean, we'd have 400 or 500 people at that place.
Yes.
I mean, it was kind of crazy.
It got a little crazy in there. It was really good. We had a lot of fun doing that, and
you end up leasing the place from me.
I did. Yes.
You and Matt for a whole year.
For a whole year. And we ended up, and when I left Eastern early in order to pursue this, what at the time was, or still is, I guess, a passion. And the Oasis restaurant in Carrollton was for sale. And I left college early to pursue that. And in April 15th, tax day in 1997.
Wow, what a memory.
Oh, man.
Hey, if you're just joining us, I've got Johnny Goetten with me here in studio and going over some history.
We're not going to be able to fit this into one session, I don't think.
But you ended up buying.
My older brother Matt and I, we bought the Oasis in '97, and Matt he was really a driving force for us to go there.
He was a numbers guy too.
Yes, he's very, very, very smart man.
Yeah.
He's one of the smartest people I've ever been around.
He was smart.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying you're not.
No, I get that, but there's a place for me, and it's usually behind a grill.
He was more serious.
Yes, behind a desk, it doesn't always work for me, but no, he. Him and I bought it in 1997, and he was obviously had worked for you and very much, enjoyed your place. And at the time, I remember, I don't remember exact dates or anything on when this would have happened, but I think we were at the Oasis for maybe a year, and then we came to you to lease the hotel. And it was a very, very hard thing to do to operate one place. And it was
two. I know.
it was a really difficult situation, especially with the distance between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Matt redirected his focus. He really wanted to go to law school.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of our lease agreement, we opted out of the lease, and Matt, I don't know exactly how old he would have been, but he off to boot camp he went. He went off, he joined the military, and the military put him through law school, and it's just
where's Matt living at now? Colorado?
He is not in Colorado anymore. He bought a house in the Springfield area and works out. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
You guys get together at all?
I don't see him a whole lot, to be honest with you. And I don't know how often he's back kind of in this area. I know he's super busy. I'm sure they maybe all be hunting today, and I don't know. He may be in the area, but no, he moved to Springfield. He was in Colorado on a contract with the military, and that got complete. And he bought a house in Springfield. He's got his sons there, and he works for the appellate prosecutor's office there.
I see.
And I think they sent him. He's on the road quite a bit. So,
hey, now with the Oasis,
yep,
you did the big sports bar reno, which was an amazing reno that you did to that place.
I don't even know how we accomplished that, to be honest with you.
I tell you,
I have no idea.
You opened that place up, and Brenda and I, at that time, we weren't in the restaurant bar business at that time. I was in the construction business.
Right.
And we loved going down there. I just at that time, there wasn't that many sports bars.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had all those TVs, and it was just really a really true sports bar that we didn't have in the area.
Right. Exactly. No, it was
kind of the first one of its kind.
Kinda, yeah. And we were kind of, there was a lot of things we couldn't do, and that project kind of took on a whole, what started to be okay, we're going to kind of clean this thing up, turned into a pretty major
Well, you
remodel.
cut the ceiling out.
Yes, we just took it out.
You cut the ceiling out. It was like, it had like 9-foot ceilings, 8-foot ceilings in the place, and you just cut them all out.
Right, we just cut everything out.
You turned it into like, it had 12-foot ceilings. So I'm like, wow, this is cool.
It did turn out really good. And I wish I knew what years we did that and things like that. But, you know, the outdoor patio, I think we did that first.
Okay.
And then did the remodel on the inside. And really the place was
who's the carpenter that did that for you?
Scott Epps. He did a lot. He was
good. He was gifted.
Yes.
He's gifted.
He's working on my project here in town now. Yeah.
Wow. So fantastic.
So he still does some stuff for me. I gotta beg him or trick him into doing it. You know, everybody's kind of busy, it seems like these days, but no, he's helping me out a little bit now.
When did you buy you sold the Oasis?
I sold the Oasis
before you bought the bowling alley.
Well, that's
same time.
That's a big kind of not a long story, but we'll try to make it short.
Give me the short version.
The short version basically is my Uncle Tuffy and my dad Norb owned the property that Tri-County Bowl sits on currently.
Okay.
So they took stock options in the bowling alley.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm there today.
Okay.
Is because they had a
percentage.
Right. They owned a percentage of the bowling alley. So I'm not sure what year it was, but I don't know why Dad did this. I think maybe because he didn't have enough money to buy Christmas presents one year. But I remember under the tree, I had like stock certificates from Tri-County Bowl, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I? I don't even know what this is. So actually, did
anybody else get stock certificates or just you?
Well, no, I didn't get them all. No,
okay.
Everybody got them. So yeah, they were dispersed evenly. So, but we've been involved as a family in Tri-County Bowl from the start.
Okay.
It wasn't even necessarily on my radar whatsoever. I don't know enough about it. I didn't think to get involved in it.
Yeah.
I'm a food and beverage guy, and
yeah.
I know zero about bowling, but it was, there was an opportunity. Denny Tapin was selling his stock in the bowling alley, and I had an opportunity to sell the Oasis, and we kind of moved forward with it and ended up buying Denny
coming into
Jerseyville, which I love. I do miss Carrollton, it just, but I've been in Jerseyville probably, I've lived here over 10 years, I would guess.
Sure.
So it was a good transition for me. I was already living here in town, and I would commute to Carrollton to work, but no, it was it was a good transition, and I do remember that it was a little bit tough, the COVID thing, once I kind of got settled in at the bowling alley, and then the
COVID hit,
and it just kind of took, at the time, took the wind out of the sails, and then trying to get through all that.
Gosh.
And it was extremely difficult for everybody, so, but, I feel like I've learned a lot since
you did a lot of
there.
remodeling at the bowling alley.
The bowling alley looks great. We've kind of been just inching along with it.
Because you took that room that you have now, the bar, main area. When you first got that, they hardly even used that room.
It really did not get any use. We went in and changed a few things around, and what Jerseyville kind of lacked at the time, whenever we were in there, is just a good place to go watch a game, and so we threw up a bunch of TVs. I wish I could tell you how many TVs I have in that building currently, but I don't even know if I could count them. You know what I mean?
They're cheap.
Yeah,
Get plenty of
exactly.
them.
Yeah, and one goes out, you throw it in the dumpster. So, but it's pretty cheap entertainment. But no, we did a little remodel in the bar, and then just kind of facelifting around in the bowling alley. We've done a lot of lane work.
Is bowling, the maintenance on bowling, is it pretty intense?
It is. It's tough. The machines that are there have been there since 96, when the bowling alley would have been set up. And now pin setters, there's not much has changed with those pin setters. But there are just a remarkable amount of moving parts in those.
Oh,
so
gosh.
I always equate it. I can tell people, and especially in our community, is that everybody has fought a baler in the summertime, baling hay, I have 16 of them in the back room, it's just like, have you become a pretty good mechanic? I have not. No, I have the patience of a 2-year-old, I can't do it. No, wrenching on things is definitely not something that I can do.
I hope you got somebody.
I do. We have a good tech that comes in and keeps the machines running. And I tell you, a lot of the newer places and a lot of places are getting away from those traditional pin setters, and they're going with string machines. It's interesting
String
stuff.
Machines,
yes.
Huh?
So basically,
a string is on the top of the pin.
Yeah.
It gets knocked over,
and then it zips back up, and then they set the ones that.
Is that official?
Now,
is it?
It is now. It wasn't always, but I think here in the last 6 months that, say for instance, the Illinois Bowlers Association has sanctioned them as being, say for instance, if we would have put them in a year ago, that the high school wouldn't be able to have matches at the bowl. It wasn't sanctioned to where they could use it. But now I believe it is. I think the new string machines that are out now are
you don't have
sanctioned.
strings.
I don't have strings. No, we don't. We're keeping it old school. As long as I have a mechanic that'll show up and fix things, I'm going to be in good shape. The pin setters, they're really, with regular maintenance and a good mechanic around, they really work really good.
Yeah, the cool thing about bowling, and I haven't bowled that much in my life, but I might pick it up because I'm semi-retired. I could pick up some bowling, But the cool thing is when you make a strike. I mean, you make a strike, and that is the coolest thing ever.
Oh yeah,
I mean, and the sound and the pins going everywhere.
Exactly.
And then that ball comes right back to you.
You don't have to chase it or nothing.
You don't have to move.
Right.
And you can order drinks and food.
Exactly.
I mean,
they'll be right over.
Sport.
It's great. Yeah, it's awesome. It's wonderful. Yep. And there's no place better to do it than right out here in town, Tri-County Bowl.
I know.
I mean, it's perfect.
Hey, we've run out of time on this episode.
Okay.
But we're going to finish up. So we got to finish up this next episode because we got some stuff we got to talk about.
Okay, I'm all for it.
Okay,
I got time here, so we might as well stick around.
We'll tune in for the next episode and see the inside story of what's going on in bowling, especially at Tri-County Bowl.
Exactly.
It's the local spotlight show here at WJBM Studios in Jerseyville, Illinois, the voice of the Tri-Counties. I'm Chris Lorton. I'm back again, and with me, back again, is my old friend. And let's see, he was kind of my protege. I guess.
Absolutely. That's perfect. Yeah.
Johnny Goetten. Welcome, Johnny.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we got talking, but we didn't have enough time to finish up.
Right.
Yeah, I don't even know if we get finished this up.
I don't know.
This could go 5 episodes.
I don't know if I have that much time. I may have to come back for that. But
we're talking about bowling, and you taking over the bowling, knowing nothing about. It kind of reminds me of like the radio station. I didn't know nothing about the radio station. You don't know nothing about bowling. What's up with us?
I don't know. Just take on these things without really contemplating it much, I guess.
I mean, what are you going to do? You're 50. What are you going to do when you turn 65? What are you going to do then?
Well,
you going to take on something else?
I don't think I have it in me by then.
Oh yeah, you will.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Anyway, bowling. We're talking about bowling, and I just want this. Okay, I grew up in Calhoun. Right?
Yeah, not too much bowling going on over in Calhoun County, I wouldn't guess.
No, they like to throw big rocks.
Yes, exactly.
But that was it.
Yeah.
But I can remember being on vacation in the Ozarks, big family affair. Like there's like 20 of us. We all went down to the Ozarks. And I don't know how old I was, maybe 16. Never bowled before. I and my brother-in-law, who was he had to be like 22 or something. We are going to break away from the crowd, break away from the group at all the camping spots that we were at, and we went into town, and we're going to find something to do, either go-kart tracks or something.
Right.
And we went to the local bowling alley.
Yeah.
And we walked up and we go, "Hey, we'd like to bowl." You go, "Okay." I go, "How much is it?" "Well, it's so much a game." "All right, and you'll need some shoes." "All right. You got size 14 extra wide." Luckily, they found the ugliest shoes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I guess so you don't steal them.
Exactly. I guess that might be it. Yeah. But we would definitely have to blow the dust off the 14 and a halves at the Tri-County Bowl if you come out and see us.
So we go there and we get a lane. It wasn't busy at all. It was in the evening, maybe about 7 o'clock. And we start bowling. We don't know how to bowl. We don't know how to keep score. We don't know anything, right? We're just bowling to see if we can make a strike. A strike. You make a strike. So we're back and forth. We spend an hour and a half there, and then we walk back up to the counter, turn in my shoes and our bowling balls, and say, "What do I owe you?" He goes, "How many games you played?" I have no idea. So that's what I do. That's my first experience bowling.
Exactly. Well, now you don't have to worry about that. We put in new scoring system and stuff at the bowling alley, and I think we did an install on that. We talked a little bit about it, but anymore you don't even need to know. I don't know how to score a game of bowling still. Yeah. So the computer does it for you now.
Yeah, 300's I actually. Many years ago, I sponsored a bowling team when it was next to the airport.
Yep.
And varsity club had a bowling team.
Yep.
And I bowled on the team. I was terrible. I think I had like maybe a 100 average or something.
Yeah. That sounds about like my average currently.
But back then, we would go there like every night of the week. We were there like on a Tuesday night. A Tuesday night, that place was packed.
Just massive amount of people. Yes, I mean, and it was every night. League and league bowlers. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. Why was it so big back then and not now? I
don't know. People ask me that a lot as to why, I kind of say that they're like competitive bowlers. Even, now we just don't have a whole lot of competitive bowlers. There's not a lot of, they're out there. There's just not a volume of them that would sustain a league right now.
Brenda was bowling when she was 6 years old. Yeah. She went every Saturday to go to the bowling alley and bowl at 6 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it. The league play started seeing a downturn, I would say, maybe like 20 years ago or something. The league play started, and, 20 years ago or 18 years ago or 15 years ago, you saw a decline in the amount of league bowlers, and it was about 10% every season. You would see about a 10% decline.
Did people just start getting busier or what?
I really don't know.
Can we blame it on the phones? Can we blame it on screens?
That is a good
TV?
Possibility.
It was so easy to watch.
And
back then, when the leagues were full, I had 4 stations on TV. That's all we had
Yes,
to watch.
absolutely. Yes, exactly.
I mean, there's so many things to do.
There's so many things to do now. We discussed before that, I really think that, there's areas in the country to where bowling has really kind of made a comeback with younger people. We got
high schoolers bowling.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Teams.
I think they have. I think they have good numbers here in Jerseyville for the high school teams. I don't know exactly how many bowlers there is total, but they have real good turnout, which is.
So they come and practice at the.
They
every day?
have their practices. I'm not sure if they're there every day, but typically, every day.
You have a coach?
Yes, absolutely. And
does the coach gather them up and say, "Okay, fellas, here's what we're going to do"?
He's got them. He's got them all down. Ready to go. Yes. Actually, it is. They do a lot of.
I'm sure
there's a lot of technical drills and things like that people don't think of. That you have younger bowlers that. They do a lot with technique and things like that. So
have you become a good bowler?
I have not rolled a bowling ball down a lane in 15 years, probably. Well, I take that back. When my mechanic is there and I got a bowl and I got one of my machines is down, he may yell at me from the back room, "Hey, chuck one down lane 6." That's about all of. And I got to put the bumpers
and
up.
Keep it out of the gutters.
Yes, I got to put the bumpers up so I don't end up in the gutter. No, I'm just not much of a bowler. And I think the last time that I did throw a few balls down the lane, I couldn't move the next day. My arm was so sore.
I think bowling has the opportunity to make a comeback.
Actually. I really do. And it's just an entertaining, fun thing to do.
The cool thing that I just thought about, like when you came in, I was thinking, you got couples, any age, couples.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get together. What do? You get together, you go out to eat, or you go to a bar, you have some drinks, or, but bowling would be so fun. You go to bowling?
They absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing, for an evening out, and
because who cares if you win or lose?
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just entertaining, and it's a good thing to do. It's just like you said, with couples getting together and trying to, you're always looking for something to do. And the bowling thing is just, it's entertaining. There's always, there's stuff to do.
Do you have ladies' night bowling?
No,
that
but
could be a good idea.
That is a great,
the ladies' night,
yes,
because
absolutely.
Then you'll pack in a bunch of guys.
And
ladies bowl. In fact, we'll pay you to bowl.
Yes, absolutely.
not just free. You will make money bowling.
Yes, exactly. No, there's so many avenues and things that we can do out at the bowling alley currently to make it better.
Bowling for dollars.
Bowling for dollars. There you go. Absolutely could do that. I think but no, the bowling, while the league play has diminished over the past 15 years, it opens the door for what you're talking about with open bowl.
You know what?
I just how many times 20, 30 years ago did
you go to bowl? You couldn't bowl.
You couldn't bowl. There's full with leagues.
How could you get into bowling? You couldn't do it.
So you can't have a night out, couples
unless
night out or anything.
Bowled at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, and nobody's wanting to do that. But no, that it's opened the door. The league play not being there has opened the door for this open play, and things are things are things are different, but it doesn't mean there's not bowlers out there, people that enjoy it. It really it really is entertaining, you know. So
it kind of reminds me a bit, because I'm not a golfer,
right?
But I did the golfing where you go. What do they call that? Where you have the different levels,
right? The top golf situation. Yes,
top golf is a blast.
It's a blast,
and
and you don't need to know how to golf to have it be fun.
No, and you got the bar, and you got the food, and you don't have to move.
No,
you could just hang out.
Hang out. That's exactly right.
Yeah. I think
no chasing after them. You
Top
just let
Golf
them go.
was a spin-off of bowling.
Yes, exactly. It's the golfer's version of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
I see a comeback in bowling. I'm getting excited about bowling right now.
I know. Talk about it. Me too. I gotta. It is entertaining. Like I said, I enjoy being around it. It's not something that, of course, I'm not doing it because I'm working. So I don't necessarily have time. It's kind of like the guy that owns the golf course. You know, these guys don't even know how to play golf. You know, they're out mowing grass all day. So
exactly.
But no, it's always a joy to see. I always like seeing the young ones out there and stuff like that. And we do a lot of kids birthday parties and things like that. It's a great thing.
Kids probably love that.
There's plenty of space. They run around if they want to run around, and it's great for kids' birthday parties, and we do a lot of that, you know, especially through the winter months.
I bet you do.
Yeah,
I can actually remember in recent years, our family, you know, would have one of the kids would do a birthday party out there, and you go out there, and it was fun. Kids loved it. So.
And we do a lot of that, and we do a lot of customization as far as like we have kind of set birthday package deal that you can do, but we customize a lot of these parties anymore. Every group is so different, you know, that comes in, and we can really customize a party to your needs, you know. So, as far as like adding food, drink, and things like that to your lanes, we set up.
Would you jump out of a cake if we needed to?
I don't know if I'm going to do that. And I'm probably not going to be in any costume walking around shaking hands or anything.
Hey, if you're just joining us, I have Johnny Goetten. We got some serious talk here.
Oh, man.
It's got the bowling alley, Tri-County Bowl. Now you've done a lot of work to the bowling alley, to the bar, and you redid the bar, and you got all those TVs in. It's a great sports bar, and you have all the games that people would have to pay for. You can go there and watch them, like the hockey games, some of the football games you can't get, like Thursday night football, Monday night football. You've got those games on.
Yep, we do. We have our provider for Dish Network, basically, and what Dish Network doesn't provide, we have subscriptions for, FanDuel, and we have other alternative streaming services that provide games that
you got it all, right? You can cover it all pretty much.
We can pretty much, outside of NFL football, we can pretty much, we got a lot covered,
How many
lot
TVs?
of that streaming.
What, you got like 20 TVs in the bar?
I would say there's probably that in the bar. Yeah, there's probably another 30 in the bowling alley. I think there's 6 in the Norby Slots gaming area. So there's plenty of TVs if you want to sit somewhere and watch a game. You got a horseshoe bar, which is perfect. Yep, it really doesn't fit a whole lot of people at it, but we try to keep that thing pretty full. But the big thing right now that we over the summer, I don't know if there's necessarily a great demand or need for outdoor seating, but I had just the greatest spot for it.
I thought you were going to say the greatest idea.
Well, no. My ideas are normally pretty stale. But,
No, that's a good idea. You got a good idea.
The outdoor patio that we kind of put up, it started as something kind of small, and
You like building outdoor patios. So.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I got some experience doing it up in
This
Carrollton.
is cool.
And then
You showed me around the other day.
Yeah.
Got all these doors, garage doors that open up. It can be enclosed.
Yep, I would say 50% of the whole area will be it's under roof. So,
Right.
but I think it's like 30. It might be like 35 by 35 area off the side of
When the weather's good,
when
open up the doors.
And when it's bad,
Close the doors.
Close the doors down and throw some heat in there. So, we have the final phase of the project right now is the installation of the glass doors and the stationary glass and all the glass that fills those openings. And
Do you allow bowling balls to come into there?
I don't. We might want to keep those out. I don't know.
I can see. Hey, take a look at this bowling ball. Watch this.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. But no, the final phase is that glass, and we're anticipating it being here shortly. Like to have it up and have that be able to utilize that space.
Those are really
here.
cheap.
Oh. There's other methods we could have used to shut that in, but
the glass doors are right.
I think it really is an attractive structure. It really looks good. A lot of guys had a lot of hands in it, and a lot of work went into it, and I'm just really proud of how it turned out. And I think it's going to be just a good addition to the community. Yeah. Really, I mean, it just.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun.
The concerning part, I guess, is that my building out there, it sits in the middle of
Hurricane Alley.
Well, that too, yeah. But man, the sun just beats you up out there. So it's possible we are looking into. There may be times in the summer where we're planning on being able to shut the doors and air conditioning if need be. So, but hopefully, yeah.
Hey, are you going to have any entertainment in it?
Yes, for sure. We're looking at that right now. We've yet to really book any entertainment. Mm-hmm. Just because we're at the mercy of when the glass arrives and the final phase of this project to be done. I don't want to get in a situation where I'm booking live entertainment or something and not be able to utilize that space for that time. But I have been out of the live entertainment alley or business for a while. It's been a long time since I've booked any entertainment. We did a lot of that up in Carrollton.
Mm-hmm. And Johnny Evans got to start up there.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. But yeah, we did a lot of live entertainment there in Carrollton, and really in the summertime, I think a lot of these guys are, a lot of these bands are relatively busy and booked up through the summer months, but I think we'll be able to reach out. We'll get some guys there. We'll get some bookings. They keep pretty busy. I do know that. So hopefully we'll be able to get some entertainment booked at least a couple times a month.
And when you predict you'll open up that outdoor space?
We've been utilizing it a little bit here the last few weeks. The weather's just been. We've been blessed here the last, with some pretty decent weather. So, it's, we haven't been fighting the cold here but really I'd like to be putting the glass on the first week in December.
Hey, I want to mention this. I want the listeners to know this because, let's talk about your food. I mean, you've always been a food guy.
Right.
And your food is so reasonable. It's so good and so reasonable.
Well,
I'm like,
the biggest thing with the food is I always want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. That's the biggest thing. But
that burger and fry special. What do you call that? The bowling alley burger.
The bowling alley. Yeah.
I mean, that name's really original.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. I gotta keep
serve that down at any other place in town.
Yeah, exactly. We really I enjoy the food business. Is probably that's kind of my lane.
I know you love cooking,
and just always been in a commercial kitchen and basically spent my whole adult life in a commercial kitchen. And
you like those pork
fritters.
But you
yeah,
kind of like. Did you invent pork fritters?
I don't. People say I did, but I think it was just kind of it was one of those things where how I got started doing it. I don't know if we have any time, but I think this is pretty interesting.
We got a couple minutes left.
Okay. Basically, I was buying boneless pork loins and doing center cut chop special, cutting them myself.
Yeah.
And I had one end of this pork loin that I just didn't know what to do, and I started cutting it into strips for family and friends to buy. And next thing you know, I had customers coming in. I want some of those pork fritter things.
Yeah.
And then so
kind of like catfish fritters, pork.
Just pork. Yeah.
Pork fritter.
And we John Miles, who you've had on your show, he comes in and helps me cut in the morning. There's certain times a year where we're probably selling 12 to 16 cases of boneless pork loin a week.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot. Cases?
What? Cases.
Wait, how many cases?
We're getting into the time where, it'd be 12 to 16 cases a week.
12 to 16 cases a week.
A week, yeah.
That's a lot of pork.
That's a lot of cutting. It's a lot of pork and a lot of work. That's what it is. But
whoa.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. But they're good.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
Perfect.
And you invented it.
I don't know if I invented it.
I think you did invent it.
Hey, we can. I'll claim it.
Yeah, because I think you did because you started doing it. I'm talking this like maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
It's been longer than that.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
You started having pork fritters, and now other places have.
Yeah.
Now, you got places in St. Louis have pork fritters. They didn't even know what a fritter was.
No.
Now they got pork fritters.
Yeah.
In Alton, I think there's a few sports bars in Alton that have pork fritters. And some of them you say Johnny's pork fritters.
Well, you can
leave
get the best ones.
Part off. They say Johnny's pork fritters.
You can, but no, the best ones served right here in town.
Oh yeah, get the originals.
Get the original from the original guys. Yeah.
You know what? Maybe you should do like a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, no doubt.
No
Colonel
doubt. Sanders.
Yeah, absolutely.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny G. Pork fritters. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But your salads are good. Your burgers are good.
We keep the menu short and sweet. It's simple. You're not gonna come in and mull over the menu very long. We keep the items that we're selling at a pretty much a minimum, and we want to do the items that we do very, very well. And the way to do that is keep our menu kind of short
and
consistent.
Yeah.
Consistency in the food business is the key.
It is. It is the key.
It is you
got to be consistent. I used to say this to my kids and staff. Hey, we got to be consistent. I don't care if you make it bad, medium or good, whatever really great, whatever. Just be consistent. Don't make it good one day and then terrible the other day.
Exactly. So consistency in the food business is absolute must, and we work on it on a daily basis. So I got a lot of good help, and it makes it easy to do it.
Also, as listeners, you got to go down to the bowling alley, check out the food, do some bowling, check out this guy's got it going on,
buddy. I appreciate it.
Doing a great job and a lot of fun.
It's always great talking to you. I don't never see you enough.
I know, and you can always tell a good story.
Yeah,
but don't mess up a good story with the facts.
Exactly, absolutely.
All right, thanks, John, for coming in.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll see you out there.
All right, buddy.